Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Appalachian Eclectic. And today, you can see here, I've got my lathe moved out of the old barn and over here to the new cabin. And have a bowl here that you'll see I started with the blank and show you guys how I got this bowl dry to start turning it. And I'm just not getting back on it. It's been turned and worked on a little bit last night. Forgot I had this footage. So, with that being said, I'm going to finish showing you guys the rest of the video on how this bowl started, and from there I'm going to finish it up. Alright, let's get to work. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Best Mountain Farm. We are in the old barn, the wood shop here in the Best Mountain Farm, and I'm going to turn a vase or two for Miss Corey, and for her to have and put some flowers to sell in our roadside stand. I've got a piece of maple here, and this is part of the piece of maple off of that I made I'm in the process of making the bench out of. I think I did one video on that. And then I've got another crotch piece of some maple here. That'll be real pretty. You can see one branch went this way, one branch went that way, you know, right here. That's called a crotch cut, and that's some of the prettiest stuff for turning bowls. But you have to have your blank ready, and the blank is a piece of wood that you use to make a bowl out of. When you turn it, it has to be prepped, cut generally to size, and dried. And drying a big block of wood can take a very long time, years and years. Even with a kiln, it can take a long time. But there is a cheating method, and so besides just showing you guys turning a couple bowls, I thought I would do a video on preparing a blank, just in case anybody might be interested in turning wood or want to know how to do it. So the first thing I want to do is sit down and kind of figure out, lay down how much big of a bowl I want, how much wood I can use, and you know, get the most out of each one of these pieces of wood, and get them cut to a basic shape, and then we'll go from there. I'm almost done with this one. You can see it's a little not perfect inside. I'll take it out in the light. You can see a little bit of chatter marks. I'm gonna hand sand a little bit more of that with the bowl out. But what it is this bowl, this is the first time I've ever tried to turn an end grain bowl. And basically what that means is if you imagine that this log, you just cut a tree and the end grain, the top of the log was pointing this way and this way. So it was sitting on the lathe like it grows, and that makes it a lot harder to get a smooth finish inside. But it's also really cool because you can see the grain on this goes, you know, up and down on the bowl instead of most bowls, the grain goes back and forth. So I really like the look of this. It's going to be interesting having to cut off my lip here because it's almost as big as the bowl. I've got some new stuff that I'll be showing you guys soon to make the bowl turning a little bit easier. But we're gonna go over one more, some real fine 220. And like I said, this isn't a how-to on how to turn bowls. I definitely wouldn't listen to me that much. I know a little bit of what I'm doing. But really, one of the things you're not supposed to do is really hand sand like I've been doing. However, with this, because you can leave a dent, and I do have some that my fingers have left in here. But this end grain, quite obnoxious to get smooth, so I am hand sanding. We'll see how it turns out when I'm done. So I think it looks pretty good. Definitely the outside looks, the outside's pretty. The inside, you can see a little bit of the chatter where that end grain is. It's not, it catches on the pith. So, not great. Now my favorite part, let's go get some oil. I'm gonna go ahead and oil it, and then we will cut it off and sand the bottom. All right, so we're going to be using some Mahoney's walnut oil, the clear walnut oil, because I like the color this is. And we're just going to put a couple coats of oil on it while it's turning, and then we'll take it off and cut the bottom off. All right, so you can see the turned out pretty. I think it looks pretty good. You can see how it's kind of rough on the inside there from trying to cut this in grain, but nothing a little practice won't take care of. That looks pretty good. All right, well, I gotta put more oil on it throughout the day and get it all oiled, and then add some wax, and then we'll take a look at it before the end of the night.